Under some of the pictures that President Paul Biya posted from Marwa yesterday, many people asked the particular question: why is it that Chantal Biya cannot ask this grandpa to go home and rest and be playing with his great-grandchildren? And then I'm coming to answer the particular question that President Paul Biya is not the one in power. If Chantal Biya, the wife today, decided and say, husband, go home, go on retirement now, President Paul Biya, even at this point, will not stand for this 2025 presidential election, will resign and maybe nominate somebody to represent the CPDM. If Chantal Biya decided, the whole issue is that what Chantal Biya has studied and looked into all the atrocity that President Paul Biya committed, and she is aware that there are consequences, and those consequences, if they go out of power today, she will be the one to suffer more than President Paul Biya because of the age of President Paul Biya. So Chantal Biya looked at all these things and decided that she also will remain in power. She is the one in power. Those who are married can testify that if your wife decides and say, you are not going to be here, you will not be there. So if President Paul Biya is in power today up to this at 92 years, in which we know that he is not having, his reasoning faculty is not working perfectly. So who is asking him, who is forcing him to remain in power? Because he cannot even decide on himself. He does not even know where he is. Then who is the one? Is the wife. Chantal Biya is the one holding Cameroon captive. If Chantal Biya decided today and say, President Paul Biya, my husband or my father, because President Paul Biya is old enough to be her father, and say, I want you to go home. Even though you are the presidential candidate for the CPD, look for somebody. President Paul Biya will look for somebody this night. So Chantal Biya is the problem. If we are crying that President Paul Biya remain in power, he is like this, he is like this, we should also look at the person holding him to power. If left to President Paul Biya at this age, President Paul Biya could have gone home, you see. He is not the one. It is the wife. I'm still quoting an example of this Guinea, whether it's Guinea-Bissau or Guinea-Conakry, that the president, he went in for one term of office, and then the presidential election is coming, I think it's 2027 or 2026. But the wife, as they were trying to gather this thing and look a representative for the ruling party, they said the husband should, but the wife said, no, we have received enough insult. And when they asked the president, and he openly said that, well, my wife told me to resign, and he will not run for the upcoming presidential election in Guinea. I believe it's Guinea-Conakry or Bissau. This is to prove to you people, Cameroonians, that Chantal Biya is the one holding President Paul Biya there. Maybe she has not enjoyed her life up to the point where she can go on retirement, where she can go home and be and sit and be taking care of the husband. Or she has seen the atrocity they committed by the husband and even by herself. And then she decided that if they go on retirement now, the husband is already old, an old man cannot even stay. Maybe she is thinking that they cannot punish President Paul Biya, but she will be punished. And then she decided to punish all Cameroonians by holding an old man, a great-grandfather, who's supposed to be home playing with his great-grandchildren at the presidency, at the detriment of all Cameroonians. So who is Chantal Biya? And how can Cameroonians remove her from the presidency? Is the question that if you have an answer, drop at the comment section.